humans, I'm Yoshiller. Welcome back to some more of my Pokemon Scarlet walkthrough. In the previous parts, I began the first batch of DLC, the Teal Mask, and I arrived here in the Kitakami region. Now that I have a bit of an objective to follow, I intend to start pursuing that objective in this video. But before I do so, I wanted to talk about my team, because there is a bit of a problem in the sense that all of my Pokemon are level 100, and that's not going to make for a great experience, that's not going to make for a great gameplay video. But here's where my head is at, because I don't want to catch new Pokemon for my team. However, I am catching Pokemon with the intention of completing the Kitakami Pokedex. And some of the Pokemon that they brought back as part of this DLC are Pokemon that I've used in my previous adventures and playthroughs that I've recorded for my channel. So, whenever I encounter one of those Pokemon, whatever level that Pokemon may be, I will rotate it into my team, and then that's the Pokemon I will use for the remainder of this Kitakami Pokemon Scarlet DLC walkthrough. So for the time being, I do have a fair share of level 100 Pokemon here. It's just gonna have to be that way for this part and probably the next part. But afterward, as I start catching some more familiar Pokemon, those will be my team members. I think that's the way to do it. For the time being, these are 6 level 100 Pokemon, so we're just gonna roll with it. Although I think maybe having 3 water types isn't the best idea, but I do have 3 Pokemon that I obtained in Pokemon Scarlet and 3 Pokemon that I've used in adventures in the past, so I think we're just gonna have to roll with it. It shouldn't even be that big of a concern, considering I have all my Pokemon at level 100 with competitive items and EV training and all that. But I'm gonna try to refrain from doing trainer battles because I just don't think it'll be that entertaining to watch me play them. So, in any case, I can now ride on Koraidon here, which means no part of the map should be inaccessible to me. I completed the main game, and I did all the stuff in the main game, which means I have all the abilities for Koraidon. So at this point, I am just trying to look for Pokemon that I have not yet obtained in the Kitakami Pokedex, and I'm trying to make my way over to the main objective of this story for the DLC. I have to find these 3 billboards. In fact, on that note, I have not really pressed the Y button and looked at the map. So how about I go ahead and do that? So, press the L or R button while the map app is open to switch between different maps. Flying taxis will take you to any location with a feather mark, even if your destination is in another region. So if I ever need to go back to Paldea, I can just do that. Okay, well, it wants me to go this way. I can do that. We can set that as the destination. That is the first of 3 signboards that I need to locate. So I'll start making my way over there, but if there are Pokemon that I have not yet obtained for the Kitakami Pokedex, then I will take a detour to try and catch them. Pichu is a Pokemon that is not new to the Kitakami Pokedex, but I do like Pichu, I do like Sentret, I do love the Generation 2 representation that's being shown in this part of the game. Generation 2 Pokemon designs did not miss, I'm telling you. Now, if I try to do a Tera Raid battle here, will the Tera Raid be for a Pokemon that I have not obtained before? Let's see. As for Ludicolo, which, to my understanding, is not in the base game. Tell you what, I'll go ahead and temporarily hop online and allow other players to join me for a quick Tera Raid battle. Let's go ahead and press that L button. I do pay for a Nintendo Switch Online subscription, so I should have access to this game's online features, and anyone else that has Nintendo Switch Online should be able to join me at this exact moment in time. Very good. Boom. We're gonna go ahead and get a notice about this game's updates and announcements. Very good. Boom, boom. Let's go ahead and get me a Ludicolo. Now, this was not a member of my team in the years past, but Ludicolo is a Pokemon that I have a general fondness of. Let's go ahead and challenge this as a group. We can let anyone join. Now, Ludicolo is normally a water grass type Pokemon, but its Tera type here is Ghost. So what I would ideally want is a Pokemon that resists water and grass, but is also super effective to Ghost. It's also 5 stars, so as long as my teammates are competently leveled, we should be fine, but there's a chance that they might not know what they're doing and I could fail this raid. Now, having Zoroark in the front actually isn't the worst possible option I could be doing. All right, yeah, do we finally have our 4 players? Because different people have been joining and leaving and joining and leaving. What do we got? Okay, Chiten Ryu is also bringing Hisui and Zoroark. I can respect it. Justin, Zumasol, what are you guys doing? Because you're going to want to bring a Pokemon, there you go, that's super effective to Ghost, but isn't weak to water and grass. That'll do. Justin, what's your plan, man? Oh, yeah? Well, that's weak to water, isn't it? But it is super effective toward this thing. All right, let's hope for the best. I'm just glad that you all readied up almost immediately, so let's hop on in and let's do this raid. I'm ready for this. I'm so ready for this. Let's get here a Ludicolo. Let's get my first Tera Raid Pokemon of the Kitakami region. And then the general strat is to use stat boosting moves on the first turn, maybe even the second turn, and then just deal so much damage to this thing on the third turn that you don't even give it a chance to put up a shield or restore its health. You basically just one-shot it. I don't think we're gonna go for that. Oh, a shiny Annihilate, I can respect that. But what I am gonna do is I will go ahead and boost all of our stats anyway. So I'll start us off with this, and then you folks can ideally just wail on it. Oh, see? Psycho Cut, Nasty Plot, and Bulk Up, perfect. And then I even have my own little attack boost here, and then it's using Trailblaze, which is fine, it's a grass type move, it's not super effective to any of us. Alright, now my Zoroark here is holding a Choice Scarf, which means as soon as I click on Bitter Malice here, that's the move I'm gonna be locked into for the remainder of this Tera raid. But I'm fine with it. Boom. There we go. And now you guys are using other stat. Oh, see, there you go. Now we're here, and that means in just a moment, this Ludicolo is gonna put up some Tera raid shields. So hopefully, when that happens, all of my teammates who just boosted all their stats will just be able to power through the shield like nothing happened. Let's hope for the best. Let's see what we got. Remove negative effects from itself. As long as it doesn't remove our stat buffs, we ought to be fine. So, if you guys want to strike it, okay, removing negative effects from itself again. Fine. There you go, and it's going for Rain Dance. Yep, that's why you don't want to bring a fire type here, because now all of its fire moves will be nullified. Okay, I think I can just strike it, and then Shadow Ball from one of my teammates. Boom. I am okay. That'll do it. And then this Bitter Malice should finish it off. Boom, baby. Ludicolo down and out. I am glad that I got competent teammates. Thank you so much. All right, let's go ahead and catch this here Ludicolo. Oh, okay. I guess it gets the last laugh and being able to strike us one more time. But I'm still alive. Doesn't matter. There's still plenty of time on the timer. And it got a super effective hit on... Wait, what? You should be down. All right. You want one more Bitter Malice? I'll give you one more Bitter Malice. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. There you go. Ghost type Ludicolo down, and I will gladly take some Ghost Tera shards. That stuff is useful. Alright. And now I gotta decide what type of ball I want to catch it in. Let's see. I guess I should catch it in... Ooh. I only have one lure ball. Better not use that. I was about to, but I'd better not. Maybe we should just do something like the Nest Ball. I feel like that would be fun. So we'll go ahead and chuck the Nest Ball at it, we'll add Ludicolo to the Pokedex, and then I'll continue exploring the region, and then I'll try to refrain from doing additional Tera Raid battles in this video. There will be time to do other Tera Raid battles in future videos if I choose to do them. But as far as this video is concerned, Tera Raid battles just kind of take up time, and they're not even supposed to be the main focus of this video. But hey, I'm glad we got this here Ludicolo. Boom, baby. Thank you. Fun stuff. Ooh, and a Sour Herba Mystica. Well, don't mind if I do. All right. So all sorts of good items there. Berries, experience candies, all that good stuff. And while I am glad to have Ludicolo now registered in my Kitakami Pokedex, what I really need is to find another Pokemon that's a bit more familiar to me. I don't want to mention Pokemon just yet in fear of that being a spoiler, but I know some Pokemon that have been updated to be included in this game because of tweets made by the Pokemon Company and whatnot. There you go. There's the Ludicolo. Boom, baby. Go ahead and get that Pokedex page. That's the good stuff. Now, it does evolve from other Pokemon. You can claim a reward for the progress you made. Now, I'm going to claim all the rewards at once the Pokedex is actually done, which is not as strategic as I could be, but that's how I'm choosing to do it for organization's sake. Let's see that. Oh, no, hang on. That isn't a Pokemon that wasn't available in Paldea previously. This is Sewaddle, a bug grass type Pokemon that was introduced in Generation 5. Always kind of had a soft spot for it because of the anime, but otherwise never really intended on using one. Even so, because it is a bug-type Pokemon, in theory, I should just be able to chuck a netball at it and catch it immediately. So let's hope for the best. And if you don't stay in the netball, then I'll try a nest ball because it is also green, and we'll try our luck there. Now you stayed in the netball immediately. That's awesome. Now, Sewaddle does evolve twice. We'll see if I can find its evolutions while I'm exploring this region, but if I cannot, I'll temporarily put Sewaddle into my party and evolve it the old-fashioned way. For now, let's just see if I can continue catching Pokemon, because that's the fun stuff. Let's just keep catching stuff. Boom, keep updating that Pokedex. That's the good stuff. Yeah, I can get more rewards. I will get those rewards in due time. For now, Starly, you are not new. No, but I keep hearing the cries of Sentret. All right. Is there like one more Pokemon that I could try to get? Or should I, you know what? Maybe I should just do this real quickly. Because there should be new TMs available in this region. Because if I KO these new Pokemon, like the Starly or the Sentret or whatever, I should be getting new supplies. And the new supplies should be useful for crafting TMs that are newly introduced in this region, or something like that, right? There should be a move tutor or something. Although, Zoroark, you just... Okay, I was going to say, you just KO'd the Starly, not the Sewaddle. you want to get the Sentret real quickly, I'd be in favor of that. There you go. Sorry, Sentret. Love you, but I do need that fur of yours. All right, and then let's go ahead and see what the sign has to say about my adventure. Where are we going? So, one way takes me to the Wistful Fields. The other way takes me to Loyalty Plaza. Well, I did mark this side of the map first, so I guess I'm going to Loyalty Plaza. I'm still going to try to refrain from doing trainer battles until I have some other Pokemon rotated into my team. But otherwise, if this is where I gotta go for story purposes, then this is where I shall go. Hang on, there was a Bellsprout? Zoroark, you KO'd a Bellsprout? Hang on a second. Where did you see one? That's a Pokemon I need to catch. And the Poochyena we already got, right? So, I'm not seeing Bellsprout. Zoroark, I mean, I guess that's my fault. I was just spamming the R button and hoping for the best. I'd like to try and look for a Bellsprout real quickly now that I know that they're over here. I got some Applin juice, that's fascinating. Hello, any Bellsprouts? Oh, well, not a Bellsprout, but an Ekans! That Pokemon was not in the Paldea region previously. This is Ekans! It's Snake spelled backwards! It has Intimidate for its ability, and it can learn Glare. So for that reason, it's actually a semi-niche, but semi-useful Pokemon. Otherwise, it is a more aggressive Poison-type Pokemon as well, which is interesting because Poison-type Pokemon are usually best when they're defensive. If you want something that can go on the offensive, this might just be your Pokemon. Now, it's not nighttime, so my odds of catching this in a Dusk Ball are lowered, but I do feel as though Ekans would be fittingly caught in a Dusk Ball if it were to stay in the ball. Let's give this a try. 1, 2, 3! Yay! I'm glad that was easy to catch, but it makes sense that Ekans would be easy to catch because it was a Pokemon that appeared in early game routes back in its initial debut generation. So boom, we got Ekans. Awesome stuff. Yeah, I like Pokemon whose names like are words spelled backwards or are palindromes or something. That's fun. Well, I'll see if I can look for a Bellsprout for another minute or two, and if I cannot, then we'll finally progress onward with the adventure. Well, that's not a Bellsprout, but that's another new Pokemon that's new to the Kitakami region. This is Spinarak from Generation 2, another early game Pokemon, which means in theory I should be able to catch you with relative ease with a Dusk Ball. Spinarak will evolve into Ariados, a bug poison type. Not super great. It mainly serves its purpose as a relatively rare Pokemon from Generation 2. It does learn some useful moves like Sticky Web and whatnot, so it does have another competitively niche use, or a niche use in the competitive scene. But I've always kind of liked Spinarak. It's a cute looking spider thing. It's got a smiley face on its butt. So that's pretty fun. There you go. Oh, you're the first Pokemon in the Kitakami Pokedex? That's pretty crazy. What else we got here? More Ekans, Fomantis. Fomantis shouldn't be new. I got a Tart Apple. That much is good. What about this glowing Pokemon here? Is this a Bellsprout? I can't even see what you are. What is this? I still can't see what you are. Oh, it's an Applin. Well, I already have an Applin. I caught one some time ago. In fact, in the video where I caught one, a friend of mine was with me and he caught a shiny one. So I really don't need an Applin. So I think just for the sake of this, I'll KO you. And is that a Bellsprout in the background? Is that what that is? All right, I gotta KO you, and then I gotta go. So enjoy this animation of Scizor using Flamethrower. Wow, that didn't even KO you. You're more defensive than I thought. Oh, right. Doi, because you have the Tera Crystal on you. All right, well, it doesn't change the fact that I still don't really need you for my PC boxes right now. So enjoy Scizor using Flamethrower once again, this time with a more dynamic camera angle. And then I gotta go get me a Bellsprout. Good stuff, everybody. And then I'll grab that. I got some LP. Bellsprout, there you are. So in Generation 2, you actually are an early game Pokemon, and you are in Generation 1 as well. You appear pretty early on. In fact, in Pokemon Let's Go, you appear like on the first route, right? Well, even so, I've been catching everything else here in a Dusk Ball, so why don't I try to catch you in a Dusk Ball, you grass poison type? Victory Bell is its final evolution. I don't really remember too much about the Pokemon stats. All I really remember is that it was semi-decent in its debut generation in Generation 1. I think it's semi-decent in Pokemon Let's Go's competitive scene. And I think you can find niche uses for it even in the current competitive scene, but I wouldn't know what the current competitive scene beholds for something like Bellsprout. All right, well, now that I finally got my Bellsprout, now that I finally caught a bunch of Pokemon, what do you say I finally continue on with the adventure? And if you are tired of me just catching Pokemon and wandering around, well, then it's times like these where I'd like to say, hey, that's why I've got timestamps in the description down below. In any case, Let's move on over here. Let's power through here. Let's go ahead and hop off this Pokemon. And let's see what happens now that I've entered the Loyalty Plaza. Well, this must be one of those signposts that I was supposed to take a picture in front of. If I just press A, what's gonna happen? That's the first signboard! So sorry, did I startle you? No, I had a feeling you'd show up. I did mention that I'd hang back and follow you here. We're supposed to read the signboard, right? Yeah. Oh, I already know the whole story, so go ahead. You should check it out. Alrighty then. Let's see what we got here. Long, long ago, there was a fearsome ogre in the land of Kitakami. The ogre made its home in the mountain behind the village, frightening all who ventured there. One day, the ogre came down from the mountain in a terrible rage, causing great fear in the village. By some stroke of luck, Okidogi, Monkey Dory, and Fenzendipity all happened to be there as well. The three Pokemon laid down their lives to fend off the ogre and send it back to the mountain. In admiration, the people of the village bestowed upon this brave trio the title, the Loyal Three. Their remains were given a proper burial, and statues of the three were erected above the site. The Loyal Three monument is right over there. But don't you think the ogre in that folktale sounds kinda cool? Yeah, I would say so. Right? I knew you'd get it, Yoshiller. It was up against three whole opponents at once, battling it all out by itself. Wowzers, that's so cool! Oh, but I guess most people were just thinking ogre like that is scary, huh? I don't think there's any reason to be afraid. I'll be honest, I would probably be initially afraid if I saw a creature like that, but I would still have a large fascination for it. For example, there are giant sea creatures that are kind of horrifying, but I still have a fascination for them. Especially in the Salmon Run mode of Splatoon. There's a giant old fish named Ouroboros that I have a fascination for, even though it's scary looking. When I was little, I went up into the mountain so many times at night, all on my own, and I never once met that ogre. Only scary thing that happened was the grown-ups giving me a real earful about it. So yeah, we're supposed to take a photo in front of the signboard, right? I don't have a smartphone. Could you... There you go. Okay, so the picture goes through automatically. Alright. You're a little camera shy, but hey, at least the signboard is clearly visible in the background, and that's the most important thing, and we'll work on your camera shyness in the future, I'm assuming. So there you go. That turned out great. You're even good at taking photos. Thanks. Sorry, not trying to butter you up or anything. You know, I didn't want to have to come to do this whole school trip thing, but, well, it might actually be kind of fun. I get to be out in nature around my hometown and talk to you, Yoshiller. Hey, if you want, maybe we could set up a picnic. Would you like a sandwich? Oh, okay, now you done it. This is my ride. This is Koraidon. He's not a member of my team. He's just my vehicle. What is that thing? Some kind of kaiju or something? This is my ride. It literally says this is my ride. That's funny. It's called Koraidon? And you ride on it, huh? I've never seen another Pokemon like this. And it seriously comes out whenever it hears the word sandwich? Yes! Never thought I'd actually get to meet such an awesome Pokemon. No wonder you're so strong, Yoshiller. You're special. So the next, we should go find the next signboard. It's on the grounds of Kitakami Hall. Kitakami Hall is... Well, first double back to town from here, then there's this bridge you can cross, and from there you'll need to climb up the mountainside. I'll hang back for now and meet you there later. Alright. Naga? See you later. Guess we're not having a sandwich, but if I have one, I'll let you know. Alright. So, take a selfie at the next sideboard. I can do that. How far away is it? Is it near here? Oh, it's relatively near here. Okay. Well, I'll cut back through this way then and see if there are any other new Kitakami Pokemon that I can catch. I'm looking. I'm not seeing anything immediately. It's okay if there's nothing. It's just, I would like for there to be something. But no big deal either way. Let's see what we got. Oh, I thought that was a Pokemon. That was merely a patch of grass. Now, I could hop on Koraidon and jump off of here. You know, that might just be what I'm going to do. Maybe Pokemon don't spawn and beyond that fence. Well, now we're back in the Apple Hills. So I'm just going to run down the hill, just the old-fashioned way, see if there's anything else I can catch. But I am kind of convinced that I caught the main newer Pokemon that are going to be over here. Nope, if I want to keep going down this hill, it might be a little tricky to do it on foot, but I'm going to try it anyway. I am going to try to cut along through here, just to kind of make things a little more interesting, and that way we have a little bit of a view in the background. Yep, fun stuff, fun stuff. There are a lot of Tera crystals. That's neat. I'm glad that there are a bunch. I probably shouldn't do any more in this video, but it's nice to know that there's plenty nearby the hometown village, so to speak. Any other new things up here? What is this? Nope, that's just a Fomantis. Nope, I don't need more Fomantis. Ooh, but a cave. Well, maybe I ought to check out the cave. And I got the TM for Calm Mind. That is a fantastic move. Geodude! Geodude was not previously available in the Paldea region. I'll take a Geodude. What's up, buddy? This is my dude. This is Geodude. And because you're actually in a cave, a Dusk Ball should actually have increased chances of catching you. Otherwise, Geodude was never a particularly difficult Pokemon to catch, but oh yeah, that's a critical capture. I'm getting it right now. There we go! Geodude! 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 That's what he used to sound like in the anime. That's my very bad impression. Well, I'll take it, thank you! Welcome to the Pokedex, Geodude. Happy to have you aboard. And if you're in this game, that should mean that a Alolan Geodude is in this game. Now, Geodude stat-wise, I don't really know how useful it is being rock ground type. There were other rock ground type Pokemon introduced in the first generation that were better. But Alolan Golem is rock electric type. And I believe that serves more of a competitive use if you're considering getting one, but I get the feeling you're not going to be able to capture the Alolan one here because, well, you're only going to be able to get those in Alola. Alright, I'll tell you what, I'll do a quick battle against this opponent here, but if I'm going to do that, I'm going to start as Miss Dolphy. Alright, here we go. We're the Kitakami Ogre Clan, what's up? How you doing? I'm Raikiri of the Kitakami Ogre Clan. The lightning I wield will shake you to your core. Yeah, is that what you think? Are you gonna fight me with all these Geodude that are nearby? Alright, Raikiri, let's bring it on. Although you're gonna be in for a rude awakening. Okay, alright, you. Well, you know what? The main thing I gotta do with Palafin is switch it out anyway, so this is a bad matchup for me. I would normally switch out regardless. Tell you what, let's go into another water type. Let's go into Goldberg, one of my other favorite water type Pokemon. Aw, look at this here, Quagsire. And boom, baby! Check this out. Thunder Wave? I don't think so. I'm glad I switched over to a ground type, though. Now, you might actually be faster than me because Quagsire is super slow and Raichu is decently fast. Yeah, alright. You ought to be faster, but you are using Light Screen, which boosts your special defense, and unfortunately for you, I'm using a physical attack, and that should one-hit KO you. Let's have a look-see. Boom, baby! Goodbye, Raichu. Oh, I even got a critical hit, so it didn't matter regardless. Well, cool. Good job, Goldberg! Alright, what else we got? Alright, Vikavolt, you're gonna have a bunch of electric types? Well, alright. Even if this isn't my best matchup, I gotta give Miss Dolphy a proper time to participate in this battle, now that she has changed form from her Zero form to her Hero form. Let's go, Miss Dolphy! Boom, baby. Alright, what you got? Vikavolt? Yeah, I see no reason why I shouldn't just be able to power through this. There we go. And I'm holding a Boxing Glove item, which boosts the power of my punching moves, and Jet Punch is indeed a punching move. So this should just one-hit KO you. Nice! And another critical hit. Good job, Miss Dolphy! You wanted to be praised? I'll give you praise. You're the best! I love it. Alright, what else we got? And then we've got Probopass, a rock steel type Pokemon. Well, ground would be quad effective toward it, but I'll tell you what. Let's have a little more fun beyond that. What do you say we go ahead and send in... I'll send in Scizor properly. Here we go. Scizor, you're up! We'll fight steel types with steel types, and if this thing even wants to even lay a finger on me, it's gonna get damaged by the Rocky Helmet. And because it's part rock type, me using steel moves on it should at least be neutrally effective. So let's see how you can handle Scizor. Or actually, you know what I should do? I should go for Swords Dance first. Here you go. Then I can try to one-hit KO you. Although I don't think I can one-hit KO you because sturdier is your ability, right? Don't remember, Probopass is not a Pokemon I think about very often. All I remember is that it's just a giant nose with a mustache. And they said, let's call that a Pokemon. But hey, it gave Nosepass a much-needed evolution. Anyway, this might KO you. Ooh, nope, you are more defensive than I recall. And that'll deal neutral damage to me. No worries, Ryan, you got this. Bullet Punch it once more! Yeah, Bullet Punch and Scizor go hand in hand. Having a Bullet Punch Scizor is just part of the way of life. Having a Scizor without Bullet Punch, I don't know. It's like going... I'll switch Pokemon. You got a lot more Pokemon than I thought. Okay, we'll go to Backs. Having Scizor without Bullet Punch, I don't know. It's like people say, it's like going to New York without having a slice of pizza. It's just like, you can do it, but like, why would you, you know? All right. So your gimmick isn't that you use electric type Pokemon. Your gimmick is that everything you use is friggin' weak to ground type moves. So I'll gladly go ahead and just use Earthquake right now and finish this off. There you go. Goodbye, Luxray. Good job, Backs, wherever you are. All right, cool. We'll just assume that Backs is still there. He should fit on the screen. It was made clear to me that my Back's caliber is actually smaller than most, but even then, nope, he's not on the screen. So you have defeated a trainer of the Kitakami Ogre clan, and I got a bunch of money for it. Cool. All right, awesome. Well, I have now seen a bunch of Pokemon, but I have not obtained those Pokemon from my own Pokedex. Even so, we can keep moving. Miss Dolphy, if you want to take them all out, that's up to you. Hi, Pichu. Hi, Ekans. Hey, you want to take those Pokemon out? Go get them. Oh, I think I see a Seedot down there. Let's go get it. Now, Seedot is the counterpart to, well, its final evolution anyway, is the counterpart to Ludicolo, so that leads me to believe that Seedot is also new to this DLC, right? You weren't in the base game, were you? Because now I'm losing track. You were not. Well then, what do you say I go ahead and get you and the Nest Ball? How about that? And how about you just stay in the ball on the first try, we register you to the Pokedex, and then we just immediately move on with all our lives. And boom, baby! Thank you, Seedot, for your cooperation. So Seedot will eventually evolve into Shiftry, which is a Grass Dark type Pokemon. I believe it learns some decent moves, but its typing otherwise isn't all too great, but it does allow it to counter Ludicolo if that is a concern of yours. Otherwise, Ludicolo has historically been the more competitively viable Pokemon. And Water Grass is just better typing overall, but Shiftry does decently counter it. Anyway, can I drop down here? I can. Okay, so we're just gonna wander around the back side of the village. It's just gonna keep saying that I can get rewards for filling in the Pokedex, and I'm glad that I can, but no. I'll redeem them all at once I'm done with my adventure here. Yeah, so I guess this part of the map, this is where all the Seedot are. This is where all the Seedot are. Okay, Petalil, wait. Petalil... I don't remember. Vulpix is new. Stantler was definitely in the base game. Vulpix is, I'm pretty sure, is new. Let's go, Vulpix! Vulpix is a fire-type Pokemon that also has an Alolan form in the form of Alolan Vulpix. I know more about its Alolan form because it's an Ice Fairy-type Pokemon that used to have a competitive use for summoning Hail. So the fact that Vulpix is in this game means that you can transfer an Alolan Vulpix to this game. As far as regular Vulpix is concerned, I believe it is otherwise a standard fire-type Pokemon that is generally outclassed. But because you are such a lovely Pokemon, how would you like to go on a luxury ball? Give this a try, Vulpix. Here you go. All right, one. Man, not even shaking. This is really how you want to do it, Vulpix. You want to Inferno, and you're not even going to hit with the attack? All right. I'm going to try another luxury ball on you. But then that's a nice reminder that after this battle is over, once I catch you, oh, that's a critical capture. That's just what I wanted. Thank you. Stay in the luxury ball. It's luxurious. Once this battle is over, I'm actually going to rotate out my team a bit, and I want to check my PC boxes anyway, just to make sure that the Pokemon I'm catching are being stored in the proper PC boxes, because I have a way that I organize my PC boxes. I don't want them to be in the wrong boxes. There we go. There's the Vulpix. Good stuff. All right, let's examine my PC boxes real quickly. Make sure the right Pokemon are in the right boxes. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. They're all getting brought over to here. So, what I would like to do is I would like to draw a box around all of you, and then we'll move you over to here. And then I can, nope, I still want to draw a box. Draw a selection box right there. Draw, oh, darn it. Draw a selection box right here, and then just boom, boom. Now, once I actually go back over to this box, it's gonna make this my most recent box, and therefore anything I catch will be transferred over to this box. So I just have to remember to go back to box 4 and move a Pokemon over real quickly or something. But okay, what do you say we put Pom Pom back in the party? Because Pom Pom will have the ability to paralyze opposing Pokemon. And then what do you say, I mean, Mr. Tatsu, you've been fun and all, but what do you say we sit this one out? And then we can have, how about like regular Goodra with me? And how about instead of Backs, we go ahead and we grab Well, I do have a shiny Frostlass that I could use. I could bring that along if I wanted to. Or, I like Umbreon as well, though. And you also have Thunder Wave. Maybe I ought to do some battles with you and leave Pom Pom behind. Yeah, let's put you at the front for now. And Pom Pom is like an emergency scenario because Pom Pom also has... Oh, Pom Pom doesn't have Thunder Wave, it has Nuzzle, but even so, we'll be fine. Okay, there you go. That ought to be good for future Pokemon catching. And now Umbreon can run around. Okay. But you were in the base game, right? I'm pretty sure. Let's verify that right now. You were, so I have no need to catch you, Petalil. Thank you, though. Glad I was able to check. You know what it means? It means I can just press R and do that. There you go. Go get him, Umbreon! Good stuff, Umbreon. Good stuff. And here, wipe out all of them as well. Now, Stantler was definitely in the base game, but Stantler got an evolution in Pokemon Legends Arceus in the name of Weirdeer. And now Weirdeer should be accessible in the DLC somewhere. But I guess we'll have to figure that out a different time. For now, we're going to keep exploring, see if there's any other new Pokemon. I saw that Heracross was on the screen for a moment, but I know Heracross is part of the base game. Same with Ralts. Nice to know that there are other places where you can catch them if you were having a hard time finding them in the base game. But so far, still no other additional new Pokemon. Rather not fight you. Okay, let's make my way toward the flag then. Let's flag it up. All right, here. You know what, Ralts? You want to suffer? There you go. I live to please. Go get him, Umbreon. Good stuff, my boy. Good stuff. All right, let's head on up here. I would like to catch a Pokemon that was one of my previous adventures that's new to the DLC by the time this part comes to a close. But if that's what the next part's got to be all about, then so be it. Oh, there's another Vulpix. Go get it, Umbreon. Okay, or you can get the Cherry Berry. That's fine, too. Eliminate the Pokemon. Okay. So, I got to go up there. I mean, I could go down there. Well, I'm not going to go down there just yet, but we'll go ahead and jump up here, save myself a bit of time. Vulpix first, sure. That'll be useful for crafting some sort of TM or something rather in the future. Okay, maybe I best go back on foot just so I can better appreciate the path that's been set before me. All right. Oh yeah, and then Girder exists in this game. Okay. Well, I don't suppose you want a battle, do you? Soon what? Welcome to Kitakami Hall, not long now before the big festival starts again. Ah, so that's what's coming soon. Very well. Well, either way, this just looks cool, Kitakami Hall. All right. Well, I'll have to find a Timburr and a Girder and its evolution Conkeldurr later on. Ooh. Can I buy stuff here? I should be able to. Yeah, these are the masks. You might be even selling the Teal Mask here. Well, that's fun. I'll come back and buy some masks when you are open for business. For now, I am content with this green beanie on my head. And also, I'm going to grab this item real quickly because that is a TM. Anything new? It is Fake Tears. Not a new TM, but still a useful move nonetheless. What else we got? Yeah, a whole bunch of Girder. And there is an item over here. I'll go ahead and grab this. And this is Fire Tera Shard. Hey, I will gladly take Tera Shards, and having a Fire Tera type is actually very useful, so you won't see me complaining about picking those up off the ground. All right, this must be Kitakami Hall. Or, I mean, it said it was Kitakami Hall, but this must be, like, the place where I have to go where the billboard is. So, that's the billboard right over there. Thank goodness it's marked on my map. Otherwise, I probably would have been wandering aimlessly like in some sort of buffoon. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and press A right here. And then my little partner should show up in just a moment. That's the second signboard. Bit tricky to find, huh? Sorry, I'm following at a distance, so I hope you can get used to me showing up like this. Now then, let's read the sign. The ogre possessed 4 mysterious glimmering masks. It is said that depending on the mask the ogre donned, the powers of its cudgel would change. When wearing the Teal Mask, it could bring life back into withered greenery around it. When wearing the Crimson Mask, it could turn a candle's flame into a raging inferno. When wearing the Blue Mask, it could stop the very flow of a river. When wearing the Ashen Gray Mask, it could easily break the hardest stone in 2. Before the loyal 3 fell, they rested away 3 of the ogre's masks, greatly weakening it. Did you read it? Did you hear me? The masks the loyal 3 stole are kept over at Kitakami Hall. Everyone in town is scared of the ogre, but me? I really like it. It was strong and cool, and it didn't even care when everyone shunned it. I've always wanted to be like that, ever since I was a kid. I want to be as cool as the Ogre. My sis sort of ends up doing everything for me, even when we're at school. I want to try to get stronger, so I can do things for myself, you know? I'm gonna become someone people can rely on. Then, just maybe, I could be that ogre's friend. Oh, right, picture. We're supposed to take a picture. You can take the next one too, if you don't mind, Yoshiller. I don't mind. There you go. Picture number 2. There you go. You're becoming more photogenic, and I appreciate it. Good stuff. All right, well, let's get a move on. Phew! I knew it was the right call to let you handle it, Yoshiller. Now, on to the next signboard, which should be the last one. Oh, and you know the mountain the stories say the ogre lives on? It's actually on Oni Mountain. You can climb it from the stairs over there. If you wanted, we could go see the ogre's home. Folks call it the dreaded den. I do want to see it. I got level 100 Pokemon, I'll be fine. Yes, I really wanted you to see it for yourself, Yoshiller. So, if you keep climbing up, you'll reach the Infernal Pass. There's a sign before that. If you turn at the sign, you can get to the dreaded den. So, I'll just head on up then. Come along when you're ready, and be careful. You got it. Well, we'll go ahead and knock out that final signboard, take a picture in front of it, and then we can visit the dreaded den in the next part. How does that sound? I'm just glad that there's a staircase right here, so I will go up on foot. But, if there are any additional Pokemon that I can catch to fill up my Kitakami Pokedex, yeah, better believe I'm going to take a detour to go and get them. Do I dare go and explore this Tera battle? Ooh, that's Tandemouse. Well, Umbreon, you can go and take care of that. Thank you. Bye, Tandemouse. Okay. And then there's Hatterene. Hatterene, I don't remember what it's called. Hatena, thank you. Sorry, there's over 1,000 Pokemon. I'm gonna get some names wrong from time to time, okay? Hang on, that's a new Pokemon. No, not the Pichu, although I'm glad that there are Pichu in abundance here. But this, the Timburr! Timburr will evolve into Girder, which is the Pokemon that I saw back up top there. Well, I can go ahead and use Thunder Wave on it. This is a fighting-type Pokemon that can eventually evolve into Conkeldurr, which is a fantastic fighting-type Pokemon. It's slow, but it packs a punch. And if you really do need some speed, you can always teach it Mach Punch, which is what a lot of people in the competitive scene used to do. So if you just want a heavy-hitting fighting type, Timburr and its evolutions are the way to go. Tell you what, since this is your premiere, I'll catch you in a premiere ball. How about that? Go get it! Boom, baby. Didn't even shake. Well, paralyzing you should have increased my odds. I'm glad you're still fully paralyzed. That much is nice. Is there anything I can do to like deal slight damage to you without KOing you? I don't think you're particularly defensive. Best not take any chances. Let's just go for the Premier Ball again. And I don't have to catch you in a Premier Ball. I'll try it like 2 more times, but if it winds up not working, I can switch over to another ball. Otherwise, the Premier Ball has the same odds as a regular Pokeball. There we go. But my odds are slightly increased because I paralyzed you. And because I do have the catching charm from completing the Pokedex back in the base game, that helps a lot. I'm glad I did that. Well, there you go. There's the Timburr. Oh, but you know what I never did? I never moved my Pokemon over to the proper PC box. So now I gotta go and organize my PC boxes again. Oops. I said I was supposed to do that. I said I was supposed to remind myself. And I never did. Well, I'm doing it now. So here you go. Timburr right here. All right, and then that's just my other Zoroark that's caught in the Cherry Ball. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't put my party member Zoroark over there. Okay, let's see. More Pichu, more Magikarp. Well, I can still stick Umbreon out on you. Very good. All right, do I want to do this Tera battle? Let's see what it is. I don't have to do it. It is Leavanny. Well, that is the final form of Sewaddle, and it would be beneficial for me to do this Tera Raid battle because Sewaddle's second form is a Pokemon known as Swadloon. Swadloon is what evolves into this Pokemon here, Leavanny, but in order to evolve it, you need to have a decently high friendship stat. And boosting your friendship is kind of obnoxious, so if I just catch Leavanny here, that will save me a bit of time. I'll challenge this as a group to give other players a chance to join, and its Tera type is just Bug. It's already a Bug Grass type Pokemon, so I basically don't even have to change strategy. All I have to do is bring a Fire type. And I got plenty of Fire types, don't you worry about that. Well, I mean, I could just I could bring anything I wanted to here. Let's see. I mean, do I just want to do it with Zoroark? I may as well. Ghost-type Pokemon resist Bug, and my Zoroark here has Flamethrower. So I'll just do it with Zoroark. Okay, I see someone's bringing a Hisuian Decidueye, someone's bringing an Urshifu, and someone's bringing an Iron Hands. If you want to bring Iron Hands, that's fine, but that's usually for the heavy-duty stuff. I don't think it's that serious, but hey, you can. All right, well, I'll bring Hisuian Zoroark once more then. If Duran, and I can't read the bottom name, I'm afraid, but if you two are ready to go, then I'm ready to go. Duran, what are you thinking? You want to bring the Decidueye? It's Grass Ghost type. Right, no, it's Grass Fighting type. Regular Decidueye is Grass Ghost type. Well, Duran, we're waiting on you, and I suppose there's nothing to stop me from waiting this out 2 minutes and 20 seconds. It shouldn't need to. You can see that the rest of us are ready. You can come on and join. Surely if you're playing this game right now, you're a team player, and you're also just trying to complete your Kitakami Pokedex. Maybe you don't even have the DLC. Maybe you're trying to leech off of people that do have the DLC, and therefore you just want to get a Leavanny. I'm fine with that. Oh, Moltres? Now that is the Pokemon to bring. Fire Flying type Pokemon, you resist Bug and Grass, and both your types are super effective toward it. That's got to be a Leavanny's worst nightmare. I'm all for that. There you go. Duran, your choice was worth the wait. Also, I've just flat out not yet seen Moltres in this game. So that'll be a nice treat. Nice to see people taking advantage of the new Pokemon that are now accessible within it. All right, Leavanny, let's move it to it. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, and it's shiny at that. Shiny Moltres. Nice and pink. Love to see that. All right. I don't think we need to even go for stat boosting moves. This is only a 4-star raid, so I'm fairly certain that we can just nuke it. So nuke it I shall do. Okay, boom. I'll go first because I got that Choice Scarf. Yeah, just go. Okay, you can do Wicked Blow. That's fine. Using Trail Blaze, that shouldn't do a whole lot. It's Grass type move. Its speed goes up. Doesn't matter. I'm still a Choice Scarf Zoroark. Yeah, go ahead and put that shield around you. I'm not even worried. Not even worried. This should just take you out right now. Oh, you even get... Yeah, great. Shield is down. You're burned. Whatever. Good job! All right, and one more Flamethrower for the road, huh? There you go. This will be the finishing blow. Thank you, everybody, for joining and knocking out this raid with me. All right, and now Leavanny is one less Pokemon that I have to worry about in the future. So I have to catch the middle form in the form of Swadloon, but I can always just evolve Sewaddle into that. For now, we got ourselves a Leavanny. Good stuff. And just like Sewaddle, it's a Pokemon that I have a soft spot for because it was in the anime. But otherwise, I don't need a Leavanny. Well, you're a green Pokemon. I'll catch you in the Nest Ball. I wish I had... Man, I wish I had one more Friend Ball. A Friend Ball is green. It would have been perfect for it, but I only had the one. So we'll have to settle for a Nest Ball. But that's fine. You're a bug. Bugs have hives or nests or something. This is your nest. It is a Tera raid battle. It's kind of like a nest. Whatever, I'm catching it, darn it. That's the point I'm trying to make. So, boom. We'll catch this. We'll go visit that third signpost. And then I'll be done with the video, and that should make for decent progress in this video, having made a decent mark in the Pokedex, having done a battle against one of those Ogre Clan players, and having done the signpost part of the main quest. Well, welcome aboard, Leavanny. Love to see it. And a Bug Tera shard, sure. Bug Tera is probably, well, it's not the least useful Tera type, but it's one of the least useful. But it does have a niche use. I, for one, run it on Hisuian Goodra. We'll see if that comes into play when I get back into competitive battling, but for now, gotta knock out this here DLC. Alright, let's see what I can do. Alright, yeah, right, we gotta get Leavanny's Pokedex page. Cool. This gentle Pokemon has strong protective instincts. The leaves on its arms are sharp enough to slice a thick tree in half with one stroke. Yeah, it seems very fragile, like those leaves are barely stuck together on its body, but apparently they're very sharp. There you go, send Leavanny to the boxes, and boom. Good stuff. Alright, great. Alright, let's go ahead and expedite the process a little bit. Once again, if there are other new Pokemon that I can find, I will detour to catch them, but otherwise, I get the feeling that's probably going to be the gist of it, that, well, I got a Neverstone, that's actually really useful. I get the feeling that their Timburr was probably the only one, although as I go more into the mountains, maybe that won't be true. Salazzle's in the base game, Hatterene's in the base game, Noibat's in the base game. Oh, don't really want to fight you, but if you're a girl, I might just catch you for novelty's sake. Nah, you're a boy. Get the heck out of here! Thank you. Yeah, because only the girls evolve. Alright, let's go then. Let's see, boom. And then, ooh, a TM and Air Slash. Alright, decently useful move. Noibat again, Geodude again. Alright, well, I can still sick out the Umbreon on you real quickly. I'll grab this item, and then it looks like I've gone past where the signboard is supposed to be. I'll grab this item real quickly, though. Boom. Thank you. An Ultra Ball, sure. Why the heck not? Ooh, and a TM over here. Okay, and then I really gotta make it back over to the signpost. But I am glad that there's so much stuff here, and I'm glad that it's looking like there's a lot of Tera Raid battles that aren't too far apart from each other. So that's all pretty neat. Okay, now I could climb the wall and get up there, but I probably should look back for the main path. That's kind of what the game wants me to do, so that's what I ought to do. Oops, I didn't mean to open up the map, or the menu. That was an accident. Okay, so where's the actual path? Because I veered from it. I can go all the way around and just use the bridge and whatever. Okay, you know, I'll do that then. We'll make this video go on for an extra minute or two so I can actually see the intended path to get up there, do some actual proper sightseeing. The ability to climb a wall is useful and all that, and obviously if I get lost, I can always just do that as my failsafe. But let's just explore the path. Let's explore this Oni's Maw, or whatever it was called. And plus, this gives me an opportunity to see if there are any other new Pokemon here. Doesn't look like there will be. I'm spamming that R button, so Umbreon can take out that Orthworm there. Very good. Grab a couple items along the way. There you go, there's a Premier Ball. That's for the one that other Timburr broke out of earlier in this video. Make up for lost time. All right, I'm not gonna do any more Tera Raid battles though. I'm just like, there's a Psychic Tera Raid near me. We're gonna skip that. We are just gonna go up this here mountain, see what the game wants me to explore, pick up any easy to obtain items along the way, and then eventually I will reach the top. I will reach the signpost, we'll take a picture, and that will serve as a nice stopping point for today's video. That's what I'm talking about. Now, am I actually supposed to go over this way? There is an item here. It otherwise looks like it might be a dead end, so we'll just keep going along. Stick to the path that I think is correct. And then this should start winding back around closer to the actual arrow. Clefairy, that's not new, is it? You're in the base game, right? Pretty sure Cleffa was. I thought I caught a Cleffa, but I could be wrong. Let's see. You are new. I'm glad I checked. All right, well then we'll go ahead and use Thunder Wave on you. Clefairy is actually a very, very useful Pokemon in the competitive scene. It does evolve, but a lot of people will just use Clefairy because of its ability, which I believe is Friend Guard, and people can run an Eviolite on it as well. It learns a variety of useful moves that help it in double battles, but even in single battles, its evolution Clefable can be quite the tanky Pokemon. And of course, it is Fairy type, so that in and of itself is quite useful. I'm gonna try to catch you in a Heal Ball because I feel like the colorization matches, and I feel as though it's thematically correct because you're a Pokemon of healing. Sort of. That's more for like Chansey, but still, follow me. Yeah, that's a move you would use in a double battle, not so much in a single battle, but it does get useful moves in single battles, I promise. Either way, I'm glad I found you, and I'm glad that I chose to stop for you. The problem is actually going to be getting your pre-evolution, which is Cleffa. Unless Cleffa is just randomly wandering around somewhere, I might have to breed a Clefairy just to get it, which I'm not opposed to doing. It's just a time sink. It would be a lot easier if I just found a Cleffa in the wild, but we shall see. For now, that's Clefairy. Add it to the Pokedex. That's the good stuff. All right. Thank you very much. There you go. On nights with a full moon, Clefairy gather from all over and dance. Bathing in the moonlight makes them float. Yeah? When this game switches to nighttime, will I start seeing Clefairy float all over the place? Oh, well, I mean, the little Pokedex picture for it did show it in the moonlight. That's pretty cool. All right, let's speed this up a little bit. See, this is why I'm glad I took this path. That way I can see Clefairy along the way. All right, I do need to wrap back around this way, though, because that's where the signpost actually is. All right, I will power through this part up here. And then now I'm back in Oni's Maw, great. That's just Geodude, don't need that. We're gonna skip on the raid battle for now. I've already done 2 in this video, and I don't want to get too detoured right now because I am trying to find this signpost. All right, now I can walk along here. And hey, if Umbreon just wants to like go with me, if you want this to be the money shot, I'm all for it. Umbreon is my favorite evolution. I love this glowing dog of a Pokemon that follows me around. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, I mean, I guess I can just press ZR. You can just run with me. Oh, never mind. All right, this is where the signpost is. Good stuff, right by the waterfall. Hey, man. Yo, Schiller, did you have trouble getting across that narrow path? I was fine, I was running with Umbreon. There it is, the dreaded den. This is supposed to be the ogre's home. At least that's what everyone says. I come here all the time, but I've never seen it. Maybe a powerful ogre like that would only show up if it heard some kind of battle going on. Oh yeah, I think I've gotten a bit stronger since the last time we battled, so you know, if you wanted to, we could battle. Why don't we not battle now? Why don't we visit the signpost and then we can battle here later? Is that okay? Come on, I'll even heal up your Pokemon for you first. Please? All right, fine. You want to battle? We can battle, but you're going to be in for a rude awakening. I appreciate you healing up my Pokemon, but I wanted to do the signpost first. We have a mission we're supposed to do, dude. You give me bad vibes. All right, fine. You know what? I'm about to just sweep all your Pokemon real quickly, all right? If this is what you want, this is what you're going to get. All right, Pokemon Trainer Kieran. Let's get it. Burret. I love Burret. It's the evolution of Sentret. However, it is not too great of a battling Pokemon. You'll put up a good fight? I hope so. Let's see what you got. Okay, Frisk, yep, you're going to see that I'm holding leftover, so be it. You want to fight with a Generation 2 Pokemon? I'll fight with a Generation 2 Pokemon. Now, the thing is, Umbreon isn't really meant for attacking. It is meant for stalling. It is meant for being bulky. But I could always use Snarl and deal a decent chunk of damage to you, but it might not one-hit KO you. That's fine. We'll go for the 2-hit KO. Good job, Umbreon. Ooh, you're actually boosting your special defense with Amnesia. That messes me up a little bit. Well, that's fine. I'll go ahead and use Foul Play. The problem with Foul Play, though, is that it uses your attack set as damage. Doesn't matter. You're down. All right, goodbye, Burret. All right, let's see what you're sending in next. What you got for me? Yanma. All right. In due time, that'll be a Yan Mega, but until then, I'll go ahead and send in my regular Goodra for that battle. There you go. Come on back, Umbreon. All right. Good old Goodra, you're up. Boom, baby. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Hello, Yanma. Let's see. Bug flying type, it's particularly fast. It might even outspeed Goodra as is, even if it's only level 62. But regardless, you're going to go down in one hit because you're very frail. Yeah, I guess I am level 100. Okay. Well, goodbye, Yanma. But that was just one attack. Oh man, it did so much damage. Yeah, sorry buddy, I'm level 100. I used to compete. I'm trying to catch other Pokemon, so I'm not just sweeping through everything with level 100 Pokemon, but I guess this part has been going on long enough, so this is kind of working out. And your last Pokemon is Poliwhirl. Well, I'll wrap this up with Pom Pom. How about that? So, Goodra, good stuff. Can't spell Goodra without good. Or goo, that's actually what the pun in its name is. But yeah, get it, I love Goodra. There you go. All right, Poliwhirl. Water fighting type Pokemon, and I will go ahead and immediately, I'll even Terrestrialize just for the spectacle of it all. We're gonna Tera Double Shock it. All right, here we go, here we go, here we go, and boom. This is just overkill. I did not have to Terrestrialize, but I'm doing it, darn it, because this is not something I did a whole lot during the main adventure. So boom, Electric Tera, so I can really electrocute this thing, and that should do it. Unless you're holding a Focus Sash. Are you holding a Focus Sash? You are not. Goodbye, Poliwhirl. I even got a critical hit. Man, that really was overkill. Well, awesome stuff, Pom Pom. Whoa, that attack made my heart skip a beat. I told you we shouldn't battle right now. I would have preferred to have saved it for the next video, but that's okay. There you go. So what I would advise, evolve the Yanma into a Yan Mega, and see if you can get Politoed out of that Poliwhirl. If you get Poliwrath, that's fine too, but I think you'll want Politoed. Oh man, I lost. Thanks for the money. All right, even so, if I don't want to do the dreaded den just yet. I want to go do that signpost and save the dreaded den for the next part. Can we do that, please? I knew it. You really are strong, Yoshiller. How am I ever gonna be able to beat you? If the Ogre saw that battle, I'm sure it'd be thinking, that kid's got real strength. See, my school, Blueberry Academy, it's a school that specializes in teaching the art of Pokemon battling. If I was as strong as you, maybe I could aim to be the best trainer there. Let's go have a look at the Ogre's den. No, please, don't. No! I want to go to the signpost! I said no! I said no! And you're like, oh, I'll heal up your Pokemon, it's fine. Darn it, I don't want to do this just yet. No, let me out. I want to go find that signpost, darn it. Watch your head. Oh, this really is it. Okay. See how dark it is in here? And cramped? Even the floor is all rough and uneven. Living all alone in a place like this would get pretty miserable, don't you think? Poor Ogre. We have plenty of room at our house. I would have totally let it stay with us. You're a sweet kid, Kieran. No, I'm not. I've just always liked the stories about the Ogre, that's all. But if the Ogre really did show up to stay at our place, I'm sure the whole town would freak. All right. Whoa, no way, the sun's already gone down? I guess we'll have to say that last signboard for— Gosh darn it, Kieran! All I wanted to do was that signboard! I didn't want to do this battle! We could have done this tomorrow! Oh, I almost forgot. Today is the first day of the Festival of Masks over at Kitakami Hall. It's this big event where everyone puts on masks and runs around celebrating. I mean, it's not like you've gotta go or anything, but if you wanted to, check it out, well, it'd be fun. It does sound fun. I can show you to it. It'd be great to go together. All right, I'll let you shoot your shot. There's just a few things we'd have to get ready first, so we should swing by my house before heading to the festival. We live in the northwest corner of the village. It's, let's see, I can maybe draw a map. Oh, your Rotom phone has a map in it, huh? You want me to register it on your map? Yeah, I could give it a try. Wowzers, it sure is handy having a map that shows you everything right there on your phone. I'm gonna ask if we can get a Rotom phone someday too. I'll be right behind you. If you want to head to my family's place first, see you there. All right, so am I going with you or am I stuck here? Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna have to end the part here. I've already been recording for about an hour or so, and I was really hoping I could just visit that signpost in this part. I mean, I guess I still could, but then I'd be recording for like another hour, right? So maybe I best end things here. And the next part, I'll head to Kieran's house, and we'll visit the festival, and maybe I'll finally visit the signpost in the next part. But for now, I made a decent amount of progress in this part, and I should be grateful for that. So that wraps up this part of my Pokemon Scarlet walkthrough, and I'd like to thank you all for watching. I hope to see you all in future videos, and I'm hoping by the next video, I'll catch some other Pokemon so I'm not running around with level 100s all the time. But for now, bye-bye, humans! Whoosh! Hey, thank you so much for watching my video. If you want to show your support, the best things you can do are commenting and subscribing. If you want to know when a new video of mine goes out, you can receive a notification by clicking on the bell icon down below by the subscribe button. I also post updates regularly to my Twitter account, @RealYoSchiller. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope to see you all in the future. Bye-bye, humans! Whoosh!